What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Caleb,
Yeah.
do you think you'll ever have a lawn?
A lawn? I don't want one at all.
You don't want one.
I don't understand why anyone has one. I don't get it. Man, it's like you got for it to not look like shit. You got to cut it
Totally.
it's like it feels like every 2.5 days. Man, I hated having a lawn as a kid. I had to go mow it.
I
The
had to
push
mow it all the
mower
time.
sucks.
I feel
I
like
hate it.
I think mowing the lawn was like 60% of why my parents had kids. I feel like mowing the lawn was like a significant part of my childhood.
Dude, it's like the cart and the horse. Like, do you have the kids to mow the lawn, or is the lawn for the kids or the kids for the lawn? Like, what are we doing?
Right. And the bigger the lawn, the more fucking work it is, and the more it like dries out and gets like weird weeds, and you just have to like, everybody who has a nice looking lawn is obsessed with their lawn. There's no casual lawn owner. You either have like a horrible looking home, or the only thing you talk about is your fucking lawn.
For what? And it's like, how often, dude, I go all around the country, and you know what no one's doing is anything but cutting their lawn. I never see anybody having a mint julep out there or playing catch. I don't see it ever.
Right.
You work all week, and then your Saturday, you deal with this lawn, and you go back inside, and you're like, oh, that sucked.
And it's literally just you just have the lawn and devote your entire weekend, every weekend, to the lawn, strictly for the moment when you return from work and you get to look at the lawn for 5 seconds. And you're like, oh, that's a nice lawn. And then you go inside.
I think it's so stupid. It's
also
want one.
It's extravagance, isn't it? Isn't it funny? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm like a cuck or whatever. But the older I get, the more I'm like, how much of a flex is this? It's like it's almost more of like a big dick thing than a fast car. It's just like, this is my home, and look at all the land. I have land. It's so funny, dude. Yeah, this house, it's the size of a milk carton, but it comes on 3 acres of land. That's right.
And what are you doing with it? You're just cutting grass? I understand if you got corn or peanuts or a wine orchard, but just grass?
Right.
For what?
It's so funny. It's like it's just, fully not necessary. I feel like more than anything we've ever talked about on this show, too, I'll bet you we're going to get messages about this. People with lawns being like, you don't get it. You don't get it. Yeah,
I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Yeah, we don't get it. I do understand wanting a home, because a home does several things. You can sleep in there. The rain doesn't hit you. You can lock it and people don't take your stuff. Your family won't get attacked. It's like a fortress for your stuff and your family and your skin. That's what a house is. But a lawn is just a field. It's just a field you own. Why do you want a field? It's like,
unless your family is buried out there. But most people aren't doing that. Yeah.
Totally.
I think those are dumb too.
I'll tell you what. If your lawn is a cemetery and a football field and a vineyard, good for you. You know, if you're growing grapes, burying people, and the Chargers play there, then that's a lawn that I like. Yeah.
Yeah. If you got some shit, like when I was growing up, in the backyard, we would chop wood because my dad loves burning a fire in a wood stove.
Witches, burning witches.
Yeah, we would burn, or as I call them, women.
Okay. All right.
We just burn women.
We just burn women. You mean witches? No.
I wonder if any of the people that burnt witches knew they weren't witches. Like, if there's anyone who's just honest, like, I'm just a little sexist.
First of all, I don't think any were honest, but I think that a lot of them did. I think that at least half. I definitely think that people choosing would would just like after the witch trials would go in the back and be like, none of these women are witches, right? We just don't like them. We just don't like them, right? I think definitely, dude.
That's what I love about when people always go, this is such a witch hunt, is that you're like, well, no, there aren't witches. That's a fake thing.
It was even fake then.
Yeah.
They just everyone was so stupid and afraid of God that like the four smart people were just like, we could control everyone if we say women are evil and we should burn them. That's like literally what happened. And like, I'll bet you actually that the people that came up with the concept of witches and evil and the devil and burning them were like, because it was at least one guy and probably way more knew it was a total farce and didn't believe it. And they just were like, yeah, we can own all these people's brains and lives if we tell them that there are people in their lives being controlled by the devil, and then they'll just do whatever we want and they'll kill all the people we hate. It's going to be great. And then they're like, all right, there are witches. And then one guy is like, great, I'm going to roam the countryside murdering people. And they're like, whoa, but then they couldn't backtrack. Like, yeah, we do need that because the devil is everywhere. They're like, that's right. And there are also goblins. And I'm going to find the goblins and the witches, and I'm going to kill them all with my magic sword. Like, yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, I'm sort of talking about The Witcher, which is not real, but like literally, people would do that. People would be like, "I'm gonna find him," and I don't think the Puritans knew that was coming. They just wanted to do it themselves.
Yeah, it's that whole riding the tiger thing. I was reading about the witch thing, and that the witch hysteria ended when the people who started it got accused of being witches. It's like QAnon. Like if you start this, people believe it. And then it always comes back. It's like, okay, I'm not a witch. Other people are witches. And they're like, no, you're a witch. You seem like a witch.
Yeah, like, totally.
You're making claims based on no evidence. So of course that's going to come back to you.
Well, that was like the light bulb moment. That's when they all the people who'd been manipulated were like, wait, what if I can. That's a funny moment, I think, in every person's life where you're like, wait a minute, I can manipulate also. And I'm not saying I manipulate, but when people are manipulating you, sometimes the only thing you can do is you'd be like, well, and then it kind of goes away.
Dude, that's why the gaslighting thing is a real pandemic right now, because it became a term, and now it's now people that gaslight know about it. Now people that gaslight can tell you you're gaslighting, and you're like, damn it.
Totally. Yeah.
That'll never end.
Right. The people that gaslight are the first people to call you a gaslighter.
Right. And so that's what we got to do with woke. We got to be like, man, Ron DeSantis seems a little woke. And he'll be like, no, not me.
I'm not woke. I'm gay.
Being straight becomes woke. Damn, dude. I'm sick of all these trad woke dudes fucking their wives.
I'm not woke. Yeah, I'll suck anyone's dick rather than look, man. I'll tell you, all lives matter, and I suck dick.
Because I do think it'll like the people that are anti-trans now. They're like, I'm cool with gay, and so they're gonna go really far. They're gonna be like, I'll blow a dude, but I won't. But he better be a man.
I'll blow a dude, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be in the men's bathroom.
That's his new slogan. In Florida, I will blow a guy, but it'll be in the men's room, okay? Here I stand.
Nothing could ever bring me to create an all-gender bathroom. Yeah, totally. Murder is now legal in Florida as long as it's in your own gender's bathroom.
I love how
man.
he's like the most casual, like monitor. Like he would literally be like, "We're bringing murder back. It's legal again. If you don't like murder,
totally.
you're probably a soy boy. Okay, we're not gonna do it. All right." And you're just like, if he started a nuclear war, he would not raise his. He would just be like, "We're gonna drop a bomb. Millions will die. All right, that's how it is." You're like, geez, nothing.
He's funny too because I love Republicans that don't entirely get the costume right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Republican politicians who we've already established are the devil.
Right.
And it's an interesting thing where Democratic politicians are they're not the devil. They're what are they in comparison? Republican politicians are Satan incarnate, right? And Democratic politicians are just like orcs.
Okay, yeah. So Republican politicians are like Sauron and Saruman.
Yeah, right. They're literally people that are just like, I don't think black people should vote. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, I remember when one of those debates when somebody was like, "We need to stop illegal immigration," and one of the other Republicans was like, "We should stop legal immigration."
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Where does it end? No one will be in America.
They're also talking about gaslighting. I think the reason I really hate Republican politicians is they'll literally redraw district lines so only white people can vote in a county. And then the Democrats will be like, "Hey, you made it so only white people can vote in that county." And then they just go, "No, we didn't."
Okay.
And then just stare at you. And then, and the Democrats go fucking cry into their diaper.
I think Democrats are they're like orcs, but they're like
orcs, though.
They're like the orcs that didn't go to war. They're like an orc that's like, I don't want to. I just want to stay in orc land. Like the orcs that don't go to battle, that just go to work.
Yes, here's what it is. Republican politicians are the devil, and Democratic politicians are if the devil never got out of bed.
Yeah,
that's totally what it is. And they're like, "It's fine."
Oh, that's perfect.
They're just curled up. It's good. It's fine.
They're like the devil on Saturday. Oh man.
Meanwhile, they're surrounded by dead bodies, and they're just like,
the devil's just mowing the lawn.
Yeah, totally. Right. Exactly. They're like the devil on vacation. The devil at the beach. Yeah, dude. I'll hang out with anybody. Boy. I mean, you cross me, I'll fucking slit your throat.
Yeah, Democrats, Republicans are the devil at work. Democrats are the devil at the beach.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Oh man, yeah. The devil in winter and the devil in summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for libertarians because their whole philosophy is nothing. So it's they can never get any traction because their candidates they don't believe they should exist.
Right.
They'll be like, my first day on the job, I'll make myself less powerful.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think it's going to work.
If I get elected, I will make sure that no one can be elected ever again.
It's well, then what's going to...
Yeah,
my first order of business is to resign.
Not only do I believe that no one should be allowed to emigrate here, I think that we should all be forced to leave. America is its strongest when there's absolutely no one here. Not only do I think that the government should get out of my bedroom, I think I should get out of my bedroom.
Oh man. They want to end driver's licenses and shit. I'm like, dog.
So funny, dude. It's so funny.
You need an ID to vote. You do not need an ID. It's wow.
What are we even talking about?
You're never going to get a tent. No one
it's
can
literally
get this
just like, yeah, I think abortion should be legal. I think abortion isn't a word. Well, okay. Well, you're just a brat. You're just a rugrat, dude. You get out of here. That's literally what libertarians are. They're just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything. Like, all right, we need to decide what the budget is. I don't think there should be money. Oh, God,
yeah.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah. Everything should be gold. All right, great idea.
Yeah, totally.
Let's go back to gold.
Imagine thinking, yeah, the dollar should be backed by gold. That's right. You know what else I think? I think computers should be big. I think they should be really big. I miss my gateway. Why isn't my iPhone the size of a gateway?
Dude, the one that kills me is the $1 trillion coin. They every year they debate it. They actually debate it. I think it's the dumbest Bugs Bunny idea I've ever heard.
It's crazy.
If we just make $1 trillion coin. It's like, shut up. Who's gonna have it? What doesn't mean anything?
I will say that if there's a $1 trillion coin, a real life Michael Bay movie will start and never end for the rest of our lives. People trying to steal the $1 trillion coin.
But what are you gonna buy with it? Like, if you steal it, everyone's gonna know there's only one.
I'm gonna buy an Xbox. And a ton of games. Okay.
Can you break? Oh, imagine having it weighs like 800 pounds.
Yeah, totally. You're
you
at
throw
a
it on the desk
GameStop,
at best.
like, oh shit, dude. Okay, Xbox, the new kind. Give me a Switch. I guess give me a Super Nintendo.
He's like,
damn. Yeah, totally.
All right, that's gonna be $65. Oh shit.
Can you break $1 trillion?
Even if you went and spent $1 million, I mean, $1 trillion is 1,000 billion, right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
it's insane. It's so stupid, dude.
I just can't believe they keep. If you can make $1 trillion coin and pay off your debt with it, maybe it's already so fake. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that.
So you're not wrong of it, that it's a Bugs Bunny thing. It's as stupid as it's so. Yeah, if you have the $1 trillion, spend the $1 trillion on the thing you were going to spend the $1 trillion coin on.
And if you don't have the $1 trillion, pretending this coin is worth $1 trillion
is insane.
It's and why a coin? Like,
right.
That's so silly.
It's so funny. A bill would be funny too, though. Like, what president would be on the $1 trillion bill? You know, it would be Biden for sure. It would just be
funny if it was a vice president.
Right.
Dan Quayle.
It's like Alexander Hamilton is on the 10. So it's just Condoleezza Rice
on the trillion.
On the $1 trillion. They're like,
it's
whatever.
So because Ben Franklin wasn't a president, so you could
right.
be anyone could be on money. It doesn't have to be a president or even a politician. It could just be a person if we wanted. You could put anyone on the trillion.
I think it should be Conan O'Brien. Should be on the $1 trillion bill. Damn, dude. It is so cartoonish to make $1 trillion coin. It's literally just like, all right, you know, I would like to propose a bill for effective immediately, if we could paint Massachusetts yellow. The whole thing. I think that'd look cool from space. And it would help Massachusetts tourism, the yellow state. All of a sudden we got a yellow state and people be like, damn, whole thing's yellow. Driving around the interstate.
That's not dumber than $1 trillion coin.
It's not dumber.
It's not dumber.
Yeah.
Pay Massachusetts.
I think, okay, what if we built a man statue next to the Statue of Liberty that was kind of looking at her? It was like, damn, I think Liberty's hot.
He's like holding a beer.
He's like holding a beer, totally looking at. He's like kind of drunk.
Let's get the Statue of Liberty laid.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Be a tall, and he'll be taller than her, obviously, and be wearing a bigger crown. He'll have a bigger, pointier crown, and he'll have a big beer. He'll be looking at it. It'll be called the Statue of Thank You. Dude, $1 trillion coin. That's gonna drive me crazy. I didn't know about that.
Oh, dude, I'm not kidding. I listen to way too much news. It's like all I listen to now, and I need to stop because the $1 trillion coin. I couldn't believe at both sides would bring it up. They both seem to agree. Maybe we should get $1 trillion coin.
Wow,
and I'm just like,
dude.
How long have you been living in a pretend world? It's
you know what we should do? Here's what I think we should do. I think this would help the economy. I think we should put shoes on the White House. Big old shoes, and people be like, "Damn, that building's got shoes," and I'd pay to go on a tour. You know, I think it'd generate a lot of revenue for the government.
It's just like Jesus. The idiocracy.
Totally.
Like that. Let's paint Massachusetts. Let's blow up the moon. Paint Massachusetts yellow. Yeah. Let's get the Statue of Liberty laid.
Yeah, totally. You gotta have
White
at
House
least
got
one
zero
sign.
Drip, dude. Zero drip on the White House, man.
Here's the thing. I mean, we got science in this country, right? We got a ton of money. There's got to be at least one guy invented a laser cannon. Let's just build that shit.
Build that shit.
Build that
Build
shit.
that shit.
Build that shit. Yeah, that's what we do. We close our borders, and then we kick out the entire population. We build a laser cannon in the middle of the country. We paint Massachusetts yellow. We build a guy to hit on the Statue of Liberty, and then I think that our economy will slowly get better after that.
We got to create a website that really looks like a political. It's like donate now, and it's like our platform.
Massachusetts yellow.
$1 trillion coin, Massachusetts yellow. Statue of Liberty needs to get laid.
Build a laser cannon. Kick everybody out of America. Vote for me. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. And, so are you. Dude, to get somebody to earnestly run on the platform that they're stupid would be so funny. People would legitimately vote for that guy that's like, look, I'm dumb as hell, but so are you. And so whatever. You sick of having these smart people in the White House? Me too, man. Yeah. I want someone in there that I understand. Someone with an alcohol problem. Who's thrice divorced. Somebody who's not going to lie to you and say that he has a good relationship with God.
I would like a president who's in financial trouble.
Oh man,
president who's like, we got to get gas down. Fuck. Can someone pick me up? I'm in France right now.
That's amazing. A president who's in crippling debt, who's just like, we got to get these student loans forgiven because I do not know how I'm going to send my kid to college. Wow. They pay me $200,000 a year, and that's the most I've ever been paid by a long shot. Dude, that's a great point. An actual poor president would really help, I think. Yeah.
If the president was paid whatever the average is, if the president gets minimum wage, the president gets...
Dude, how awesome would it be if, like, there's a presidential address and the president is like, fine people of the United States, the events of this week remind me of when I used to work at Applebee's. That would be so amazing if the president was just like, back when I was washing cars at Chevron, my boss used to say to me,
I would like it if he had to have another job. Yeah. He's president and he drives for Lyft.
Yeah.
Hey, there's waters in the back. I got a long cord. I'm the president, so
yeah. Can we get this
you can
budget
throw
tied
me a
up
tip?
so I don't have to keep picking up shifts at Red Robin? Okay.
I want to see the president with like an apron on. He's like trying to take it off so he could give the State of the Union. He's like, oh shit.
President starts cooking meth. The Breaking Bad is about the president.
I honestly think that would be good to,
yeah,
minimum wage president. I think shit would get done. We'd be getting some bills passed at like 3 a.m. and shit.
You order Chinese food at like 2 a.m. You're all drunk, and when it gets delivered to you, it's Joe Biden. Holy shit! Hey, make sure to tip. Who'd you vote for? I brought your food here on the train.
Oh man!
Damn, minimum wage president, amazing.
Yeah, man, that's fun.
I was saying a while ago before I went on a rant about how Republican politicians are the devil that Ron DeSantis, he doesn't entirely understand the assignment with the costume that he's supposed to wear. Yeah. I will say that Democrats tend to like seem like they have their shit together a little better clothing and looks wise. Yeah. Whereas like, Republican politicians are supposed to look like they're selling you an old Camry. That's like what they all look like. Their suits a little loose. It's like suit fashion from 30 years ago, but they have a sharp haircut. Sharp, dude. Just like, like a hard part, where a part that was created with like a little bit of a buzz cut down the line there, just to make and like and it's like slick back. But Ron DeSantis is a haircut of like a 4-year-old. It's he looks like a toddler.
I want to have the first president with a bowl cut. That'd be so fun. Bowl cut president. That's something I'm sure of. We will never have a bowl cut.
Never. Dude, there's like a group of people with bowl cuts somewhere in America. Like, when's it gonna happen? I don't think it's gonna happen in my lifetime.
Dude, representation. You never see the bowl cut community, man.
Yeah, totally. Just dude, the president gives the State of the Union with a bowl cut wearing a Eagles t-shirt. Oh man.
But yeah, Ron DeSantis is I know what you mean.
He just looks like a boy.
And the voice, I don't know. I feel like eventually it just seems like that guy is gonna be president, and there's nothing we can do about it at some point. Probably not this time, but it just really seems like he's gonna do it. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get used to it. I'm like, who else is it gonna be? It's gonna be Trump or this guy. I mean, Chris Christie would be so funny just because to have a president that huge is just funny.
Totally.
I want a gigantic cart. He looks so insane. And it's not even just that he's big. It's that the way he carries it like a Hanna-Barbera policeman.
Totally. He looks like he's made of rocks. He looks like he looks like five boulders. That's what he looks like. And
he's angry.
The other thing about him that's great,
an angry man.
The one thing I like about him is that he's like one of the few politicians who will be like, shit, I was wrong. And that's a really funny thing for politicians to do. They're never supposed to admit they're wrong. They're supposed to be like, well, things have changed a little. That's not really what I meant. And it doesn't make it. It's not that much better, but at least he does that. And it's so funny. Like, you remember he was like one of the staunchest, like, I've got Trump's back. COVID's not real. Masks are stupid. And then he got COVID and he went on TV and he was like, damn, that sucked. Oh man, it is real. I could have died. Oh man, wear a mask. Trump is wrong. Holy shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
Dude.
I love too that Trump called him, was like, you're not gonna tell people I gave it to you. And he's like, you gave it to me.
Yeah, you had it.
Oh, come on.
No.
Just because don't say it though. You're not gonna tell him it was me.
That was so awesome.
It's like gasping for air.
Watching people slowly back into the bushes away from Trump during COVID was so fucking awesome, dude. Republicans wanted so badly to love him and for him to be their hero. He's just like, and he just kept, I mean, to Trump's credit, maybe his only credit, he just like, everyone hated him, everyone was scared of him, and they all kissed his ass, and he just abused that power. He was like, Ted Cruz's wife is ugly, and Ted Cruz was like, oh, I like you. I still like you.
It's so funny that I would have never thought I'd see this, but his vice president is running against him. It's like insane.
Oh my God. Did you see a photo of him on a fucking Harley wearing a leather jacket?
No, who?
Pence.
What?
Oh,
you're
dude,
shitting me. Or is it a real picture?
I don't know. Maybe it was photoshopped, and that would really suck if I got duped by AI. Because
now
so
it's
annoying?
all over. Yeah, I know.
Oh no, it's a real thing.
How?
Yes. He went to maybe he went to Sturgis or something. Dude, Google image search it. Pence motorcycle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking idiot. He's wearing the leather vest with the fucking badges all over it. Maybe he's a member of some motorcycle club, because there are
look at him go. He's got his helmet on.
I know, and it's like a cop helmet. He's wearing the helmet that cops wear. Where do you even buy one of those?
He always looks like he's in physical pain. Like, look at his eyes. He's just. I know.
He's so unhappy. Just the worst, most boring person ever, dude. It's also funny. He's like this horrible conservative piece of shit who hates women, and he's not even from the South. He's from Indiana. It's like,
Indiana is the South. That's the saddest thing about it. Is that it's just this more South.
I know. Except there's no biscuits, dude. That's the thing. You give me a piece of shit and you don't even know what a good biscuit is. There's nothing redeemable about you at all.
Yeah, I am. It's like, at least in the South, it's like, we're the South. But exactly. Indiana's just like, things are not great.
Welcome to the home of racism and not having an identity.
Right. At least we can go, hey, it's heritage, not hate. Indiana, they're like, it's hate.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't even mask it. We picked it recently. I'm Mike Pence, and I'm surrounded by liberalism. But personally, for me, I chose behaving as if it were 150 years ago all the time. That's right. I'm a grown man who's too afraid to be around his wife. Wow, I didn't realize how much I hate him. I really hate him. God, I just hate all politicians now, dude. It's so crazy. Just all of them.
They all do suck.
Oh, this photo rules. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna send you this.
Is it more Leather Daddy Pence?
Yeah, but he's got this look on his face that's fantastic. This is really good stuff. I'm gonna drop it in the private chat for you here. There you go.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh wait, is that even gonna work?
I think so. Hell yeah. Oh, it's not working.
Yeah. Shit. Well, whatever. He looks like a fucking idiot. I think that's man. Especially since I just burped. That's probably a good place to stop.
Hell yeah. We'll be right back.
Be right back. We're gonna do an ad. We
love ads.
Yeah, and we love you.
What's it called?
Oh shit, we're back. Oh, it's what's it called?
Holy shit. Get ready to lay down. What's up, Richard Carnes? What's up, Sleepers?
Hell yeah.
We love you so much.
We're the Potato Boys.
Lay your on down and tap your dick hole, because remember, whether you got a dick, excuse me. It's very important for me to be able to say this entire catchphrase of ours without stuttering. Whether you got a dick or not, everybody's got a dick hole. That's right. So pick a hole and tip on it. We're what's it called? You're Richard Karn. We're the Potato Boys, and we're gonna lay face down with our ass in the air. What's up?
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, buddy. I love this show so much.
Yeah, man. We're doing it. We're doing it,
man. Our website's whatsitcalled.rodeo. Our web store is shop.whatsitcalled.rodeo. Go to those to buy stuff if you want to help support us, or if you just want some of our shit. And Patreon. That's the other stuff I wanted to say.
Yeah, Patreon.
There's links to our Patreon and links to our social media, and also links to our YouTube, where you can watch video episodes, or you can listen to audio episodes in the different places. Just go to those websites if you want more of us.
Hell yeah.
Caleb is on tour.
Oh, yes, I am.
I'm not really. I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Improv the weekend of July 20th through the 22nd. And then I got some stuff in October that I'll tell you all about later. But I know that Caleb's got a bunch.
Oh, man. And I need you to come out. If this is your first episode and you don't know, I usually just do comedy clubs on the weekends, and they pay me, and no one knows who the hell I am. And they come out and they go, that was fine. But I'm doing a tour in June where it's just me doing gigs. So I need you to come out. I need you to buy a ticket and bring a friend, because if you don't show up, I won't make any money, and it'll suck. So I need you to come out. If you don't come, there will be no one there. No one will be there. So you got to come out. I love you and I need you. I'll be in Lafayette, Louisiana on June 16th at Club 337. I'll be in Mobile, Alabama at the Alabama Music Box June 17th. June 20th, I'll be at Rock and Roll Pinball in Opelika, Alabama. June 22nd, I'll be at Saturn Birmingham in Birmingham with Ben Roy of the Grolics. We'll be
amazing.
Well.
Ben's so funny.
One of the best comedians on earth. And on the 23rd, June 23rd, I'll be at the Whiskey Exchange in Atlanta. June 24th, I'll be at Black Warrior Brewing Company in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. June 25th, I'll be at OB's Bar and Grill in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And June 29th, I'll be at the Riot Comedy Club in Houston. And that one is a comedy club. So you got to get tickets to that soon, because that club is the shit and it's going to sell out. So please get the tickets. Tell a friend. And if you don't even live in the city, tell someone who lives nearby.
Yeah,
if you have any friends in the South, tell them to come out. I swear it'll be good. I got new jokes. I got a whole new hour. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I was saying this last episode, but we need y'all's help getting the word out about us comedians that do not have 5 billion followers on TikTok. Yeah. And without being any type of asshole, I will tell you that a lot of times us comedians that don't have 5 billion followers are better.
Yeah. Than some of them.
Of course.
That's why I say I don't want to be famous or great. But I think Dave and I are good, hardworking, blue-collar comedians just trying to make a living and tell honest jokes to good folks. But
get the word out.
The algorithm has not
caught up. Yeah,
has not been as
well. It
good.
Makes sense. It's how it is. And especially now, like it just the algorithm and social media sort of prioritizes other things, and that's sort of what I mean. I think you and I feel the same. I begrudge no one anything. I don't really feel jealous of people who have a ton of followers more than me.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that a lot of time I watch them, and like from their like talent with social media, they are then live and expected to perform live, and it's just like not a one-to-one thing. And if you like live stand-up, going out of your way to see live stand-up from someone that is lesser known, I don't know. If their clips are good and you think they're funny, they're probably pretty good at stand-up because they focused on that. And Caleb's one of those people. So tell your friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And if you come out to if these shows do good, and then maybe I will be famous. Maybe it'll be this tour that does it.
Maybe.
Yeah. So come out and that'll be great.
But for now, we are renaming Superman. And I can't believe it took us this long to think of renaming Superman because this one was so fun to write, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited.
You want to go back and forth?
Yeah, dude.
All right, here we go. Names for Superman. Fly bitch.
Straight man.
The most fantastic, incredible Mr. Tights.
Strong nerd.
Primary colors man.
Popsicle fight.
Bullet boner.
Good fella.
Captain Supercuts.
Captain Virgin.
Annoying America narc dork boy.
True dad.
Marvel presents The Teacher's Pet.
The nice young man from space.
Underwear clops.
That's all I got.
And I got Daddy Red Boots. And finally, hot flying alien Steve in his magic telephone booth changing room.
I love your long names. Your long names are so fun.
Thanks, dude. My names are
Hell
almost
yeah,
as long as my dick is.
Your next album should be called "As Long as My Dick Is."
As long as my dick is.
Should be like you laying on the ground like Thriller.
Right.
Nice
with kind of like a
cursive.
with kind of like a look on my face like
As long as my dick is.
Yeah, that's right. My dick is 15 tracks long. My dick is 53 minutes of hilarious penis. That's right, dude. Man, we don't normally bang through renaming our thing that quickly. That was pretty.
Well,
we just were like, well, do you watch? Because for me, I just never really consumed Superman. I always thought he was so inferior to the rest of. When I was a kid, I would watch the movies because Superman like 3 came out when I was like 5 or something like that, and that's the one that Richard Pryor is in. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah. Superman saves Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I forget. What a funny era where like Richard Pryor, like one of the funniest, craziest people of all time, got so famous that he got to be like on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
That's so funny, but
and
like
he's in a Superman. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's incredible.
That would never happen now. You would never have just a stand-up. You would never see Sebastian Maniscalco getting saved by Superman and playing like himself.
Though I will say that Richard Pryor was this guy who like it was like known that he freebased crack and shit. You know what I mean? We do have that.
Yeah.
I love our culture for that exactly. We just have this like crazy thing where you can just like say you're gonna murder people for 20 years and do drugs and sell drugs and like steal and just like say the most horrible things publicly, but if people like your music, you're just like, yeah, man. Like Takeshi 6ix9ine is just gonna be on Blue's Clues. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Wayne was on Sesame Street.
I mean, honestly, that'd be great.
Yeah, totally.
I would love to see Lil Wayne on Sesame Street.
Yeah, dude.
You ever watch his interviews? They're some of the craziest.
Really?
I forgot about them, like, because he's not. I don't know. He's not as big as he was, but I went down a YouTube wormhole of Lil Wayne interviews. He'll say some, but it's like,
he's a crazy motherfucker.
Shit. It's
like
so
what?
funny. Just it doesn't even make sense. Like they'll be like, "How's your career going?" He'll go like, "What is a career?"
Right.
And they'll be like, and he's like, "Who are you?" You're just like, "What are we? What?"
I love that strategy. He's the guy that said he wanted to have sex with every woman in the world, right?
Every woman in the world.
Amazing.
Every woman in the world.
So funny, dude. Why wouldn't you act that way if you were a celebrity? Fuck it. It's all a big joke anyway. Before it turned out that Kanye West was like an actual Nazi. I thought he was awesome for a long time, like way into people being mad at him, you know, when he like ran on stage and when Taylor Swift won. And everyone was like, fuck him for doing that. I was like, good. This is all a joke.
Who gives a shit? It's a statue.
The Grammys are a show. It's all a show. They're friends.
Yeah.
They like after the Grammys, Kanye and Taylor were like, that was pretty funny. For sure. They like fist bumped and then they went home to their $1 million.
And it's also like
mansion.
he was drunk and it was a bad idea. Like Like, I wish we had that Kanye back. Fun, drunk
Yes.
Kanye going on stage. He's got a big ego. Look at it. He said he wants to
Totally.
thank
Just
himself.
crazy guy.
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
Even I'm gonna run for president was like, oh yeah, this guy's on drugs and he's being pretty funny. George W. Bush hates black people. That one was
Yeah.
also awesome. That was like,
Yeah, that was great.
something no
One
one
of the
would
funniest
say.
things that's ever happened.
He looked, if you remember that
I've watched
clip,
it so
too,
many times.
he looks like he's so afraid. He's like, you can tell he's like, all day he was like, I'm gonna fucking say this. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
say this, and it's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be super fucked up when I say this. He looks like a
And
deer in headlights.
He's next to fucking. He's next to Mike Myers.
That's who it is.
It's
Mike
so
Myers.
funny. And Mike Myers is being so unfunny. He's being so serious. Fucking Austin Powers is next to you. Being so serious and white.
Yeah.
and he's just like, he's kind of like this. He's like, got that Kanye frown, and he's like looking right in the camera. And then the fact that it cuts to Chris Tucker being caught off guard. It's just one of the funniest pieces of history. God, I
so
love that
fucked
clip.
up that he went from that to this, because that was like,
Dude.
I don't know, that was like really cool. That was like impressive that no one was. That was like during a time, right? Nowadays, everyone's constantly saying, fuck white people or whatever, but like no one would say it back then. And George
Right.
W. Bush, was like like a war criminal, and everyone was just like, America. How cool. It was like actually brave is my point. It was like actually a brave thing to do.
That was
shit. Yeah.
That was really interesting. And that was really he
different.
believed something and he said it.
Right, totally. We were all thinking and no one would fucking say. Even fucking Mike Myers. Right, exactly. Even a guy who is like arguably one of the silliest people of all time is like, well, you can't say that about the president. That does not make me Randy, baby. When you say that about oh man, calling the president racist, that is not shagadelic.
The funniest thing is that it's probably, I don't know, maybe true. I don't really know about George, but it's like, he also did a bad job with everything. It's not just like, if he was crushing being president and then Katrina happened, you'd be like, man, does he not care about black people?
Totally.
But like, he fucked up
Katrina,
everyone's.
that's what it was.
Yeah, he fucked up everyone's life on Earth.
Kept
for
doing
8 years.
I know, and he was totally open about why.
Maybe he's racist, but he's not doing shit for nobody. This sucks.
Hey, Mr. President, can we ask you why you seem to be willy-nilly killing every single person in Iraq? For my dad. I love my dad.
Watching Succession has really shown me like I have an unhealthy, weird relationship with my father. That's why I blew up a country.
Well, I both hate and really want to impress my dad, who can already barely talk from living a life of stress and pain that he inflicted upon all of his children. Mostly me, though. I do coke and I can't talk. I'll tell you this, in a few years, there's going to be a really, really embarrassing campaign led by my brother for president. I know, dude. The most presidential exclamation point there ever was. Jeb. What a dipshit.
Don't name your kid Jeb. Ever.
Yeah, dude.
Don't name him Jeb.
Especially exclamation point. The exclamation point's in his name. Did you know that? It's on the birth certificate.
It's so funny because I don't know if he's evil. Like I didn't get to see. Maybe. But like I'm like, is that why he's like the only guy that didn't get to be president at Thanksgiving for years? And he's like, am I not evil enough? Am I like, is it like what's wrong? Like, is Jeb too evil or not evil enough? Like, what's the problem?
That's such a good point. If you're Jeb Bush. You're absolutely like and I've been this guy at a much lower level around people. You're like,
yeah,
I worked really hard. I did and said every single thing my dad told me to. I rose up the ranks in American politics all the way to being a governor. I kept my side of the aisle clean. I never did drugs. I was good to my wife. I made sure to have enough money. I didn't hurt anybody. I never got in trouble with the law. And George is president. You know, the guy who like did cocaine and was like definitely a Democrat for a lot of his life. You like fell in love with a Democrat after having done fucking coke and like whatever, been like a maniac in his 20s. And then his dad was like, fine, you can run a baseball team. And he's like, cool. Meanwhile, Jeb is like, I'm going to do everything right. Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, it's so funny.
You want to do the listeners' names?
Hell yeah,
Caleb?
Yeah. Y'all got some killer names for French Superman. That was the prompt this week.
That's what we did. Every week we throw the name out to y'all, but with a twist.
Yeah,
and y'all are getting so good at it, crazy.
Yeah, we got number 10 in layman's terms. Solo.
So good, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Number 9, friend of the podcast, Winslow Dumaine, said "Surrender Man." I love it,
which
dude.
I would read. I could see that on a comic book cover.
Surrender Man, you win just immediately.
Oh man, I wanted to fight.
He looks just like Superman, but it says "you win" on his chest.
We got number 8 from @ Larry Bolello, the last son of Crouton.
Oh hell yeah, that's good shit,
hell yeah,
dude. Coming in at number 7, @Loki Hates You, Napoleon Kryptonite.
Just
that's
great.
So clever, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah. @Badwig, the Craped Crusader.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
@Dumb Space Bimbo with Soupier Man. It's really funny.
Soupier
Man. Yeah.
@Boneless Chuck 86, Pepe Le Flu.
Good shit. Thanks, Boneless Chuck. Number 3, @Max J Kerr with Kal-El with cheese. I love a good Pulp Fiction joke.
Oh,
that's good. Hell yeah.
@Fondle Punch, this cape is stand with red wine.
Oh man, and number 1, the Ricky shit this week @Seth B Bennett had "Man of Steal My Heart," no? Oh, Man of Steal My Heart. Man of Steal My Heart. You guys are so good at this, and you are the absolute best fans ever. Thank you so much for listening to our show.
We love you.
Patreon.com/what's it called. If you like bonus episodes, we always have a blast over there. And there's a $3 Patreon level if you're broke, because we get it. We're broke. Yeah. And that's why we have a Patreon to ask for help. Also, coming very soon. Actually, it might be up now. It's either now or next week. I'm going to say now. I'm going to say it's up now because I'm pretty confident it will be up now. Our 2024 campaign signs that seem like they're for a candidate, but they say "I'm a bitch." are up in the What's It Called web store, shop.whatsitcalled.rodeo. And if you want to see what it looks like, go to my Instagram and you'll see I had a campaign sign that says "I'm a bitch" made, and I put it up in front of my friend's house. And this is true. I like my buddy James, who lives in Jersey. He like came into the city to come to one of my shows the other day, and I was like, "Yo, dude, Caleb and I had a really funny idea for a campaign sign, and I'm getting it made. Can I put it up in front of your house?" And I showed it to him, and he goes, "Not only can you put that up in front of my house, you can leave that up in front of my house." And he lives, and by the way, he's also James is fucking great. He's like he's like lived in Southern New York and Jersey his whole life, and I don't know if you know that environment, but it's like, you know, it's like a tough guy area. that and not everybody by a long shot, but like that's sort of the culture. It's like a Jersey, you know, and it's also like there's a good amount of Republicans around there, and in his wife and in his life and in his family, and he and like you know whatever on that too. But it's like easier for you and me who ended up moving to LA to become politically left. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're around it all the time. People are yelling at it at us all the time. We're like immersed in diversity and all these things.
Right.
You see, he stayed in Jersey and with no stimuli at all became the most lefty guy I've ever met. And so he's just this like fucking lunatic liberal who like cannot stand all the conservatives in Jersey. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to put an "I'm a bitch" sign in my fucking lawn. And I don't give a fuck. Me too, dude. I like it. I think it looks good.
That's a symbol of how tough a guy you are. If you can put a "I'm a bitch" sign on your yard
proudly,
that's an alpha move.
I couldn't agree more, dude.
Hell yeah. Get your "I'm a bitch" sign, and if you don't want it in your yard, it's a fun prank for your friend. Put it in their yard.
Well, here's the thing. I will say it was cost prohibitive for me to be able to mass produce campaign signs that are actual campaign signs that come with the like yard thing that you shove into the. So it's a poster that's sideways that you can hang on your wall or you can put in your window. And so if you want to put it in a friend's lawn, you just have to do one extra step and just get like one of those wooden stakes from Home Depot.
Get a wooden stake,
the thin wooden thing, tape it to it. Or you can just put it in your window. You can tape it to your friend's front window, you know,
put it in your back of your car.
Yeah, totally. Just let everybody know that this election cycle, you're a bitch. I'm going to get one for my room.
Hell yeah, me
too. And I really hope James leaves his up forever. Though he lives in like actually a really lefty part of Jersey, and I just wonder what I think it's like this like particularly like woke neighborhood, which is interesting to think about that as a thing. And I think they might get mad at him just for the word bitch.
Wow.
I just love
I just saying it about yourself. I don't see how it's bad.
I couldn't agree more. Which, by the way, this is again going back to last week. Space Bimbo made us one of those fake yard signs, and we're figuring out how to get that made too. Because I would love to. I think we'll probably turn that into a poster as well. But I love things that make everybody mad.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun.
It's awesome. Anyway,
Life's short and I'm a bitch.
Yeah, dude. And I am, and it is.
I am, and it is.
I am, and it is. Well, at least it sucks.
Face down, ass up.
Everybody has a dick hole. All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.
What's it called? What's it called?